Definite language could be important. When I was courting my wife, I didn't say, I might love you. I said, I love you. If I said I might love you, it probably wouldn't go over so well. On the same token, if I've got to finish some work before I meet her, I might say, I'll meet you if I finish my work. Because if I say, I'll meet you, and then I don't get my work done and I don't show up, then I'm in deep water. My name is Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and IvyMasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 3, Section 1, number 42, which reads, how do the words can, may, and could in the third paragraph, lines 19 to 41, help establish the tone of the paragraph? So the ever-elusive tone question, sometimes students see the word tone and they're like, what's up with that? If you have trouble with tone questions, then just ask yourself, what does it mean? And that'll get you a step closer, at least, to getting it correct. So the language in the paragraph. We suspect that bees of commercial bee colonies which are fed monocrops are nutritionally deficient. In particular, we postulate that the problem is a diet deficient in anti-mite toxins, pyrethrum, and possibly other nutrients which are inherent in such plants. Without at least intermediate feeding on the pyrethrum-producing plants, bee colonies are susceptible to mite infestations which can become fatal either directly or due to a secondary infection of immunocompromised or nutritionally deficient bees. So, what's meant by can? It can become fatal. It's not definite. The secondary infection can be viral, so it's not definitely viral, bacterial or fungal, and may be due to one or more pathogens. So we're not sure that if it's viral, we're not sure if it's due to one or more pathogens. In addition, immunocompromised or nutritionally deficient bees may be further weakened when commercially produced insecticides are introduced into their hives by beekeepers in an effort to fight mite infestation. We don't know if they're further weakened, they may be. We further postulate that proper dosage necessary to prevent mite infestation may be better left to the bees, who may seek out or avoid pyrethrum-containing plants depending on the amount necessary to defend against mite and the amount already consumed by bees, which in higher doses could be potentially toxic to them. So then we get may a couple of more times. We're not sure that it's better left to the bees, and they may seek out or avoid pyrethrum depending on how much they need to defend the mites. We're not sure. May. Can, may. Oh, and I missed could, but could is going to have the same effect throughout the passage, throughout that paragraph. So, let's look at our answer choices. Answer choice A, they create an optimistic tone that makes it clear that the authors are hopeful about the effects their research on colony collapse disorder. Yeah, really not optimistic if they're saying, you know, I'm more optimistic if I tell my wife I will meet you out than if I say I'll meet you out if I finish my work. Answer choice B, they create a dubious tone that makes it clear that the authors do not have confidence in the usefulness of the research described. See, dubious tone, yeah, maybe. Dubious means doubtful. Doubtful is probably too strong of a word, but look at the end of this answer choice. In the usefulness of the research described. It sounds like they're not doubting the usefulness of the research described. They're just not 100% clear on their findings. They're not 100% positive of their predictions and their findings. So, not like in B. Answer choice C, they create a tentative tone. So tentative, if you make tentative plans, what do? You say, let's plan to meet, but it's not sure, it's not certain. That's a great word to fit here. They create a tentative tone that makes clear the authors suspect but do not know that their hypothesis is correct. Looks good. Answer choice D, they create a critical tone that makes it clear that the authors are skeptical or the claims that pyrethrum are inherent in monocrops. So critical would be like, I don't believe these guys, or these guys might be full of it, and can, may, could doesn't really do that. And the authors are skeptical of what? They talk about a wide range of things, specifically that pyrethrum are inherent in monocrops. Honestly, we'd have to go back and check if they're talking about specifically pyrethrum being present or not present in monocrops, or unsure whether they're present in monocrops, but it's certainly not a critical tone, so it's not going to be D. The correct answer here is C, tentative tone that makes clear that authors suspect but do not know that their hypothesis is correct. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has difficulty with these type of questions where you got to pick out words throughout the paragraph. Is there any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT? Leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.